Hi guys! Wow, we are back from another cruise. Where else but the Med?
It feels like it's been ages since we were on a cruise, although it has only been about 4 months, which feels like ages. It is ages.
For us, it's been ages. Last year it was nearly every month, every second month we were on a cruise. So.
I think we went on 2 most months actually. We were a bit cruise crazy last year.
So what do? We went on the MSC Virtuosa from Barcelona, and we went on a 6-night cruise through to Southampton.
We did, of course, because we love Barcelona so much. Spent a couple of extra days just in Barcelona, chilling out, not really doing much. We've been there so many times, but just really wanted to relax, see some great friends, and just then board and take the long way home. I mean, literally the long way home.
So, with this cruise, we were joining the cruise in Barcelona, and this cruise had started in Southampton, and it was tagged on to the back of a 14-day cruise.
Yeah, we were definitely gate crashing this cruise.
We did feel like we were gate crashing, trust me. Most people had been on there for most of the cruise, or the whole cruise.
Yeah,
we were definitely gate crashing.
We were the only really of about two cabins joining in Barcelona. So out of 6,000 people, there was maybe 6 people joining.
Yeah.
So we were really gate crashing in the middle of this cruise.
Yeah, I think there was only a yacht club though. I think there may have been other people that were joining.
Yeah, but we don't care about that.
No, Tristan! So, with this cruise, it only had one port, which was La Coruna, and it was mostly sea days. But we did this cruise in...
Yacht Club, of course, as we said.
Because we haven't been on MSC Virtuosa quite a few times, but we haven't done Yacht Club, and we wanted to try out Yacht Club again. So for those of you who are or know our channel, we were on MSC Yacht Club in World Europa earlier this year as well. And the experience wasn't what we expected.
No, it definitely wasn't. It did not live up to what they said. And if you want to see more and understand more about that, check out the link above, because it will tell you all about what they promised for Yacht Club and what we maybe didn't get.
No, that's right. So, I suppose the question is, was it better than the first time round?
Who knows?
I think we've got to go and have a look first at our reel and see what we got up to. So, let's roll VT!
When you're down and you stare out your window, hoping that you'll come up with some words to say. That's not okay. When you feel like you're fed up with heartbreak, and you know that you can't take another day. Oh, that's not okay. We can never go back this road. You never go
Nougat treat. Yum.
I mean, that was a jam-pack. Even though there was so many sea days, there was a lot to do on the ship. It was a jam-packed cruise.
There was so much to do on these ships, but we did also find, as you can tell, plenty of time just to chill, relax, and enjoy those cocktails.
And I have to say, look, for the first time ever, I got suntan.
Suntan, not suntan.
No, some.
Suntan. I also got sunburn on my shoulders. I don't know how. I was definitely reapplying, but I just missed the patch. And ow, I am full on peeling right now, and it's awful.
Oh, so let's have a look at our adventure during the week, and let's start off the embarkation.
Now, this was super early. We were given an embarkation time of 9 a.m. I've never had one so early as that.
Earliest.
I mean, and it was, to say, the epitome of smooth.
Yeah.
We were literally taken from checking in to the ship, I think in about 10 minutes, if that. Well, I should say to the ship. We were whisked up to the orchid-laden heavens that are Yacht Club and the Topsail Lounge within literally 10 minutes.
But this time, we were actually met by our butler.
We were, and our actual butler, not just a butler, our butler came down to see us. I think that may have been a perk of having only 2 cabins in Yacht Club joining that day.
But that's something that we didn't experience in Yacht Club last time, so it was really special.
And it is something that they definitely do put as one of the perks of it, was you will be met by your butler. So tick for that this time.
So after we were whisked to the beautiful Topsail Lounge in Yacht Club.
Drink in hand.
Drink in hand, of course. Oh, that pink
champagne. Pink
yum,
champagne.
Yum, 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 yum. And that first drink of the cruise, and you would have seen a clip in our highlights reel as well. Oh, it's always the best.
It hits so much better than anything else.
The thing is, though, is that our butler said, I'll just be back soon. I'm just going to check on your cabin. He disappeared. And we didn't see him. And then after about 20 minutes, we thought, yeah, we better get down and see if our cabin's ready.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he got sidetracked, distracted, or just stuck somewhere. We're not sure. We did see him later in the cruise again, so don't worry. He wasn't completely stuck somewhere.
So yeah, so we eventually went down, crept down, and our bags were coming just as we were getting to the cabin, which was really good.
But you have to stay tuned to find out how and what we thought on our full review of our cabin. Coming up soon.
The ship.
Wow, we do love the Meraviglia class, or Meraviglia Plus class of ships. They are, I think, my favourite class of ship.
Yeah, I agree.
That MSC do, certainly.
We've got lots of tours. So we've got a Virtuosa sort of highlights ship tour. We've also got cabin tours on Virtuosa. We've got Grandiosa. So we've got lots to see on our channel.
We have loads on our channel, but one thing that I do love about these ships is that Galleria. It just is the heart of the ship. And so many other ships should do these. I think it's just something that all the parties are there, unless they're up on the up deck because it's really hot. But generally there's a party going on there. There's something happening all day, every day. If you just want to even sit and have a meal out from one of the specialty restaurants, you can sit there and literally you feel like you're on a Mediterranean street watching all the people go by, shopping, doing whatever they want to do. It's absolutely amazing.
And it's a place where you can either people watch or watch the entertainment. You don't have to join in, but if you want to, you can get right in the action, and that's what I love about it.
Now, as we said earlier, this was a packed ship. This was at about 6,000, which is its capacity.
Yeah.
But there was always a sunbed somewhere. Maybe not right by the pool, but there was always a sunbed. Yeah. In Yacht Club, they were right by the pool.
Yeah.
But that's the perk of having a Yacht Club. But they were definitely right by the pool, and there was always a sun lounger to be had. There is so much as well to do around the ship. You've got the aqua parks, you've got the sportsplex, you've got the gym.
Yeah.
We did go this time.
We did go, yeah.
You've got... there's just so much
There's so much going on. And I mean, there's lots of places to sit. There's lots of bars to go to. I don't think even when we were down, not in Yacht Club, there was always something or somewhere where we could sit.
It's always good to know. There are 21 bars on this class of ships on Virtuosa. So if you want to try and drink through all of them, good luck.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about the Top Sail Lounge as one of the venues. Let's talk about some of the other venues within the yacht club as well. So you've got the restaurant, so it's got a dedicated restaurant. I love this restaurant because it looked out across the ocean. It was really great.
And it is
dinner.
freedom dining,
Yeah.
so you just turn up when you're hungry and ready to eat, and they're pretty much guaranteed to get you a seat. I never had to wait at all. I think some people did maybe the last night.
It was busy,
but generally we eat sort of about 7:30.
Yeah.
We never ever had to wait. We were straight away put at a
Yeah.
table. We had a choice of
Yeah.
tables. You could sit down. The food is definitely elevated up, and we will come on to the food shortly. So
Correct,
stay
yeah.
tuned for that. But it's a really nice venue. You've also got, connected to the food and things, up on the pool deck you have a kind of buffet and grill area. It's not as good as I would say the World Europa grill. The World Europa grill is really great.
Mm-hmm.
You can order whole dishes and things like that. But you could certainly order items from here, and it was a really nice place. We often had breakfast there, actually, which was just...
Yeah, it was lovely.
Breakfast in the restaurant finishes way too early. It finishes at 9 in the morning.
Don't
And
roll
on
out of
holiday,
bed
I
before
need
9:30,
I need to stay longer. So, yeah, it definitely was a nice place to go and sit and have breakfast.
Yeah. So on the top deck is a pool. It's a fairly okay sized pool, isn't it?
It's a small pool. It's
Yeah.
a cooling off pool, dip
Yeah.
pool, plunge pool type
Yeah.
thing. It is. It was actually quite warm because it was quite hot actually in the environment. But
Yeah.
it was. It's not one that you're not going to be doing laps in it. Let's be honest.
No.
It's kind of float, chill, and cool down a bit
Yeah.
and have a chat to some people.
There was also a hot tub there, but to be quite honest, with the temperatures that we had on some days, it was far too hot to sit in there.
One thing I would say though, that pool in Yacht Club is still bigger than Virgin Voyage's
Yeah, I
main
know.
pool. So there you go.
The cabin.
The cabin.
No, the cabin. The cabin.
Wow. Well, they certainly are big.
Yeah, they are.
A lot of wasted space, I think, though, I have to say, on this one. More so than on World Europa's one.
I like World Europa's
No,
one.
I
a lot
really like
better.
World Europa.
They had some dividers, and I didn't understand it at first, and I thought, that looks a bit sort of just for looks sake, but it actually did divide the room up, and I thought it did it quite nicely, actually. It just split the spaces up a bit.
It was for look.
Yeah, well, but...
Predominantly look, but it did divide the space, yes. Also, they had this kind of like, we had this weird sort of walk-in wardrobe effect that went into the bathroom, and actually it was quite a nightmare to use. And when you have a child that doesn't always listen to you, we did end up getting kind of doors bashed and
things stuck in the doors and that, yeah.
coat hangers broken and things because he wouldn't listen and stop.
Yeah, it was really annoying because if someone was in the shower and then you're trying to get dressed and then you're like, oh, hang on, come through, yeah, I've got the cupboard doors open. That was the annoying thing. They have corrected that on World Europa, but yeah, I didn't like that idea.
And interestingly, this layout of room mustn't be particularly popular because I noticed on Euribia, which is the same class as ship as Virtuosa, they have rechanged the rooms to more like the World Europa design. So very interesting that obviously they must have had this feedback before.
Yeah, the room itself, though, I mean, the bed was absolutely lovely and comfortable. It's one of the best beds I've slept at sea.
And Josh certainly likes sleeping in a double bed to himself rather than the sort of sofa bed that he normally gets.
And the nice thing was that they actually pulled the bed out at night and then they put it back in the morning. So we always had a sofa and a bed at night. So I thought that was really good about a butler to do that.
Yeah, really nice amenities as well. We do love the Med by MSC. In the bathroom, and the bathroom was a nice size.
It's huge.
Although you do get water everywhere from the shower because there's no door. I mean, why can't you just put some sort of a door or something on it, or just lengthen the glass a bit so that it doesn't
spray everywhere.
Yeah,
that's right. One other thing is a good tip is when you're having a shower, make sure you close the bathroom door. I didn't.
And on the first morning, we got a slightly rude awakening with the alarm going off because someone set it off from the steam, and I had to have a phone call from the bridge to say, "Are you all okay?" And we were like, "It's the steam that set it off." Okay, we still need to someone down. So we had this kind of mad blind panic of like, we're all just gotten out of the shower, we're half dressed, we need to frantically get ourselves dressed enough that this guy is going to come bursting into our room in a minute to go, "Where's the fire? Where's the fire? Where's the fire?"
Exactly. But no, he came in, fixed the alarm, was all done, which was good.
kind of rolled his eyes and didn't look particularly impressed, I'm going to say.
That's true. One thing that's really good about having a cabin in Yacht Club is that you get a choice of pillows, you get a choice of alcohol in your room as well. You have a full mini bar which you can drink out of that's restocked.
You do.
But
and they do send you lovingly this email before you get on board that tells you to give them all your preferences and things, which seemingly then they don't share with the ship because they had no knowledge of any of it for us. So I was like, good stuff.
So we did have to chase a lot, and even for our diamond membership perks, we were always having to chase, saying we haven't got anything.
They
and it
literally
all
arrived
came
on the
on the
last
last night, which was a bit.
It's kind of bizarre. Like, you're supposed to have the prosecco when you first sail away. On the last night, I was like, I don't really want an hour at 11:30 at night when I've got to be up at 5 in the morning because they kick you out of your cabin at ungodly hour on disembarkation day.
Yep.
I didn't really want a whole bottle of prosecco now in the middle of the night.
Yeah, but the cabin itself, nice, comfortable, big. No, I like it. Food and drinks.
Food, glorious food. Food.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
Catching. So, as we said earlier, because we're in the yacht club, the food is definitely elevated. We had some really spectacular meals in there.
And there's food like 24/7, isn't it? Literally, you've got room service, you've got the restaurant, you've got the bar grill, and they've also got this counter in the topsail lounge, which has always got food in it.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you said 24/7, I was a bit like, what?
Well,
the restaurant's quite limited, actually, in its times. It's very strict on their opening times.
But there is food everywhere
But
else.
there is always food,
Always
and you
food.
can always leave and go and get, like... Actually, no, you can get room service, a whole pizza to your room for free.
Oh, we didn't even try room
No, we
service.
only discovered that it was actually included pretty much on the last day, and I was like, I'm kind of full now.
Yeah, but the food in Yacht Club was exceptional.
Yes, I had ice cream meringue pyramid, otherwise known as baked Alaska, which was lovely. I had cheese most nights as well, because that was really good.
I did find sometimes that because of my lactose intolerance, there was a few things that was lacking. There was a lot of fish on the menu, wasn't there?
There was a lot of fish on this menu, actually, more than usual.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't eat fish. You're allergic to crustaceans, and I'm lactose intolerant, so it was very hard for me to go through the menu and find some things. So I had a couple of bland meals, for a couple of nights.
Having said that, Joshua, who loves it, loved the lobster tail, the prawns, he was just in heaven. So he was fine.
Yeah.
And the desserts were really good actually as well. Definitely a step up from what they normally are. If you do want to go out of Yacht Club, you've got all the usual specialty restaurants. So you've got Butcher's Cut, which of course we had to go to. There is Hola on board, which is Hola Tacos, which is normally one of our favourite restaurants. But on this occasion, we felt we were quite rushed through. And we're doing it on a lunchtime, so normally it's actually quite laid back because we're not trying to get another sitting through.
Yeah.
And it was a bit of a letdown actually. The food wasn't the best that we've had.
No.
And it felt like rather than it being kind of all you can eat for £17.99 or whatever,
£17.99, I think, yeah.
It was kind of like, oh well, you have this, then you have this, and you have this, and you have this, and it was a lot of food. Don't get me wrong.
But there was no choice.
But instead of it being like, would you like this? Would you like that? Would you like this? It was like, oh no, this is what we've got. And again, interestingly enough, they've taken out the frozen margaritas, which are well within the package.
Yeah.
Now, we know when we've been on World Europa,
yeah,
they're definitely included in the package. So, MSC, what are you up to?
Yeah.
Only on Virtuosa do they seem to be excluded. Now, you've also got Indochine as a specialty restaurant. This is a specific one on Virtuosa. We actually went and tried it for our first time on a recent 4-day voyage with the Cruise Monkeys.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the best for us, actually. It was a bit overspiced. You had a sort of papaya salad that nearly blew everyone's head off, and I like spice. Yeah. So this was quite worrying. And the waiter was really grumpy. So it could have just been that we had a really bad waiter, but the food didn't bowl me over as much as some people have said it should.
No.
And certainly things like, we said, well, we can't have crustaceans because I'm allergic, and the waiter literally just looked at me like, I don't know, I just sworn at him.
Yeah. So, and then there's a French restaurant which we've been to before, and yeah, we like the French restaurant.
Atelier Bistro.
But we don't go every time, but we have been before, and it's good.
It's okay. It's a bit like in the UK, Café Rouge.
Yeah.
It's a kind of chain French restaurant that we have. It's not going to blow your world away, but it's all right.
It's good. So let's talk about the drinks. I mean, because it's one of the most important parts of a cruise.
For some.
Well, the cocktails are.
For some. But yeah, so in Yacht Club you have the Yacht Club Experience Package, which basically means pretty much anything you want is included. There are a few things that they do have price next to, but they're pretty much £20 or dollars and up. When you go into the rest of the ship, you effectively have the Premium Extra Package, which is $14, pounds, euros up. They seem to use them very interchangeably, even though it's not an exact ratio, but it's fine. This depends on where your ship's sailing from, is what currency they'll be using on board. And yeah, so it's a pretty inclusive menu actually. You'd be pretty hard pushed to not find something that you'd want to drink.
The only thing is that I found that the cocktails that they said, look, if we've got the alcohol, we'll make the cocktail. And we were asking for some basic cocktails, and the waiters were really struggling.
Yeah, I was slightly concerned when I said to the guy, could I have a mango daiquiri? And he sort of looked at me and was like, replace the strawberry pulp with mango.
And
he was like, is that how you do it? I was like,
yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, yes. Bar people, please tell us below, are we wrong?
Yeah.
But that's how I would do it. And then trying to educate them on French Caribbean was possibly a step too far.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to Silhouette in a week or so's time for that one.
Yeah. But upstairs you don't have to use your card. They just come along generally, say, what do you want? And you go through. Now they do have some weird cocktails up in the Yacht Club. And we had from the Gin Project, and what was the other one? From Elixir. And they're sort of ported over from World Europa, aren't they?
It's not a good move.
No.
It tasted like medicine. And we did coin a new phrase here, which is polite drinking.
So,
which is effectively, how much do you have to drink on an awful drink before it's considered
polite to
now say, I'm done with that drink and I need another. And how much vice versa? Is it one sip? Is it half of that? I think. Is it 2/3?
I look at it as thirds, and I think if you're just under half, I reckon that's cool. That's my polite drinking limit. If I've gotten under a half, I think I've done enough. But people have suggested we take the ice out, and it just makes it look a little bit less.
I think that's a good way to cheat some of them.
I don't know if this is just a British thing. Let us know what you think, and what would you consider as polite drinking? Let us know in the comments.
Do you agree with polite drinking? Do
you
think it's actually just no? That's not for me. I'm good, thanks. Or
do you think you have to drink a bit and then before you order your next one? Entertainment.
You are the dancing queens.
Yeah. Okay, no, we better stop there. We're scaring people. It's catching on.
It's catching. What can I say? It's catching.
Entertainment on this cruise was very different to what we'd experienced on MSC before, and that is because it was a mainly British cruising audience.
Yeah, and the cruise director did point out and say he actually was a British cruise director. When he came on, he made it a point of trying to make it appeal more to the UK market. I would say there was still some very typically
MSC-esque performances.
Entertainment, and certainly the carousel is still the carousel lounge and bonkers as ever. But we had actual kind of educational talks on the sea days. From who did we have? We had Eddie the Eagle. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if that was educational or not, but and we had the Dark Destroyer
from the
Chaser,
the UK Chase. Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. And we also had another gentleman that was doing talks on kind of more maritime history and things, which was really cool. We had bingo.
Yeah.
How very P&O of you, MSC. And yeah, there was lots of sort of game shows and things like that. Much more kind of akin to what you'd expect on a lot of other cruise lines to do on a sea day, etc. And having like 4 or 5 sea days on this cruise, it was needed a lot more entertainment.
Yeah.
But there was always the usual ones of the foam party, the
foam cannons in the Galleria.
They did. I'm sure that's a health and safety risk there.
I don't know, but they did have them in there.
It was cool. It was cool all the same.
Yeah. But they did have a lot of foam parties. Oh my goodness, White Night on that cruise was probably the best White Night I'd ever seen.
Yeah, no, I thought the Italians took White Night seriously.
Oh, no.
Clearly, us Brits have taken it to another level.
So there was plenty of entertainment. There was so many parties going on all the time, and people seem to just get in there and enjoy it.
MSC is never a quiet ship. There's always something going on, and it was just a lot of fun constantly.
Yeah. We did go to the theatre and see a couple of shows, and the nice thing about it, and the nice thing about Yacht Club, is that this time when we wanted to go to the theatre, and both the carousel and to the normal theatre, is that we got escorted by our butler.
We did get escorted. You skip all the lines. You get all the daggers.
Yeah.
The whole time, especially when we went to see the final show on the last evening. The queue for the booked people was all the way from the theatre right back down the Galleria, literally right down the Galleria.
Down like near the MSC Foundation shop, which is
right down the other
end.
So, and we literally went straight to the front of the queue, just to the left, and our butler basically walked us straight in before anyone else. There is a section that is closed off for Yacht Club exclusively if you want to use that area, or you can basically just take your pick of wherever you want to sit and take your fancy.
Yeah, it was nice.
But just be warned, if you do sit in the Yacht Club exclusive area, you are going to constantly, the whole way through the show, get daggers, because on a packed show, you're the only ones with seats around you spare.
Yeah, that's true. I had a seat for the chocolate bar that that's really bad. I felt bad.
It was terrible. But I suppose you pay your money, that's what you're getting, isn't it?
That's true.
And the other shows were really great. The entertainment, the singers were really fantastic.
Yeah, they were so good.
And of course they finished with the now almost infamous, time to say goodbye. Which for Josh just thinks that's like the MSC end of cruise song now.
I swear it's like MSC's like song. It's just the song of MSC.
It's the song the song of MSC is super.
Yeah,
but the song for the end of the cruise is time to say goodbye, definitely.
So another perk of Yacht Club is the access to the thermal spa, and we did use it, didn't we?
Yeah, we used it once or twice. We didn't use it every day. You can access it every day if you want, but there was just so much else to do that we just really didn't have time to keep going in. But it's a lovely place. They do limit the numbers of people here quite heavily and quite strongly, so it did mean that there was always space to go somewhere. The only thing I did notice is that maybe some of the facilities, they've got more of these kind of like lukewarm rooms than actual saunas, steam rooms and stuff like that. So although the facilities are great and really extensive, maybe less on the lukewarm rooms, please, and more on the saunas and the warm beds and the hot bubbly pools to sit.
Oh yeah, wasn't it a fight for the hot beds? It was only three hot beds, and I'll tell you what, there was a fight for those.
No fight for the cold ice room though.
No. What we did get to do though was we also got to have a massage. We wanted to take advantage and really relax.
Yeah, we did a couples massage. We've never done that before. I have to say it was a bit bizarre being asked to put on disposable underwear. I was like, pardon? Can I not just wear my own underwear? She was like, no, put on the disposable. I was like,
and they were a little bit see-through too, but they do put a towel over you, so it's fine.
It's fine. You don't see anything. No. They don't want to see it either.
No. So, Kids Club or Do-Re-Mi Land. So we have been on many ships of MSC, and Josh has utilised the Do-Re-Mi Club. We do have a video which you can see here, and we're also going to make a Ultimate Kids Club tour.
Yeah, they have so many amazing things in the Kids Club, from Drone Academy to Magic Schools to Lego to games consoles. It's just so much going on all the time. Pirate Night as well. It's just such a great time. Josh normally has so much fun. It's just always some time for Joshua.
Yeah.
And Joshua's time tends to involve the aqua park.
Yeah.
It was really busy, but they had it really well organised, so you weren't waiting too long for any of the slides to pick up a rubber ring thing that you sit in, or the double rubber ring that you can both sit in. And generally, we kind of went and chilled by the not so wet area of the aqua park, and Josh just kept going round and round and round and round.
One thing that I do want to mention though is that they have a cafe in the aqua park. Now, previously they do like slushy drinks there and other drinks, beverages, And when I went up last time I went on Virtuosa, when I went on the inaugural, they actually were free, or they were within the actual drinks package. So I was feeling a bit thirsty, went up to get a slush drink, and he said, "Oh, that will be €5." I went, "What? I'll come again?" He said, €5. I said, No, I've got a drinks package." He said, "No, it's not included anymore." And so I can see that he's like, not much here is included in this bar. So I can see that when the children want something, Mum and Dad are a bit too don't want to go downstairs to get the drink, so they're forced to fork over the money. So I thought that was really cheeky of MSC.
There is definitely some penny pinching here on board the ship, more than we've seen on other MSC ships of its same class and type.
Yeah. So, final thoughts.
Can we go back?
Yeah, I did like Yacht Club. It is hard to go back once you've been there.
It did feel as well, having had a couple of days in Barcelona and then this sort of slow trip home, was a lovely way to get back to the UK. Unfortunately, once we got back to the UK, public transport being what it is was abysmal.
Yeah,
it kind of killed the whole holiday buzz at the end very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really lovely way to travel back. Yacht Club is just such a nice way to travel.
Yeah, and after our last experience in Yacht Club, and when we were on World Europa, I just don't think we got the Yacht Club experience. And this time we believe that we got pretty much 95% of the Yacht Club experience, bar the things that didn't turn up in our room, which we had to chase. But apart from that, we were just felt really looked after this time. It was well worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. If you like those extra perks, you like a little bit more attentive service, etc., it is great. Yes, it's not the same level as, say, it's not going up there to the levels of some of the really high-end, like Regent 7 Seas, etc. No, but then you're not paying the level that they are paying. For the uplift you do pay, and there are some absolute bargains out there. If you look, you can pay a lot of money for it.
Absolutely.
Which I would say
you can.
It's probably not worth sometimes the amount they're trying to charge for some of those cruises. No. But when you find a bargain, it's really worth it. And this time when we did this,
it was a bargain.
Because it was the end of a 14-day cruise.
Yeah.
It was a real steal of a bargain for all three of us.
Yeah.
We cruised pretty much just about the same as what we pay for a normal balcony cabin to cruise in Yacht Club, which meant it was absolutely, hands down, a fantastic experience.
Staff were great, food was great, entertainment even in the Yacht Club was great. We had some lovely pianists and just really quiet music at night, and it was just really nice.
When they did the tango,
there was a tango. Yeah, there was a tango, and then we heard the song from True Lies. The
tango.
The tango. Oh my god,
the tango.
Yeah.
Never mind, Justin. But it was a really nice way to travel. Big shout out to Hansel, our butler.
Yeah,
he was really helpful, and our assistant butler, kind of room steward, was really.
He was really good too.
Always willing to help and do anything they could to assist us.
The lovely part about Yacht Club, and especially because they were a longer cruise as well, everyone felt like a family. So you got to talk to your fellow passengers. A lot of people did know who we were, weren't overcrowding us though, but it was nice. So for you guys, if you're watching this, thank you very much for coming and saying hello and talking to us. It really enriches our experience.
Yeah, we do try and we never announce ourselves on a cruise. We never do anything like that. We just pay for our cruise and we go on as normal cruisers. But if you do see us and you want to come up and say hello, please do. We're always happy.
Yeah.
I say we're always happy. We might be dealing with Josh and screaming at him, but we'll always turn around and happily chat to you because it'll stop us from having to tell him off.
Yeah. So I think overall the experience was very positive. We've got some content coming out soon as well.
Yeah, we've got a full vlog series coming out. We'll also have some more reviews coming out soon. It definitely was good because we are going and have booked to go on World America and Yacht Club again in 2025, so watch out for that. We should be then trying out hopefully finally, trying out their island, their private island in the Bahamas. Yeah, and that also has its own Yacht Club section, so we'll be trying that as well. Yeah. So that's quite exciting.
So we just want to give a quick shout out to our Patreons, and thank you very much for all the support. Our Patreons get to see a little bit of our life outside the cruise world.
And also content that we just wouldn't share.
We wouldn't really share. So if you want to know a little bit more about us and sharing our day-to-day sort of lives.
If you want to get pre-release and advanced viewings of our videos as well.
Yeah, and depending on the tiers as well, we do Zoom calls and postcards as well. So if you want to become a Patreon, go over to patreon.com/cruiseboys and come and have a look and see what we've got to offer. So I think we're at the end of our review, so it was great, and
we'll see you all soon.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, like, comment, and share.